or someone you know, ever attend a wedding where the bride or groom was left at the altar? How did it turn out? Story 1. My pastor once officiated a wedding. He had done all the premarital counseling for the couple. They seemed good to go and fine. Got to the altar. He did his opening prayer and welcome. He gets to the part when he says, "Do you take this woman to be your wife?" And the guy looked at her, back at him, and said, "No." Pastor laughed a little and repeated the question thinking he misunderstood. But the guy stopped him and said, "No, I don't." He took the groom aside to a back room, where the guy essentially said that he couldn't do it, that the bride and her mother had manipulated the whole wedding, and he had been too chicken to stand up to her before, but that he couldn't throw his life away. They brought in both families, and had a very real conversation. And then the pastor had to go back out and explain to the very uncomfortable congregation that there would be no wedding today, that the guests could help themselves to some refreshments, but that the rest of the evening's events were canceled. Story 2. My wife's friend ran during mass. We sat there shocked, not knowing what to do or say. Do we just leave? What is the etiquette? Is there even etiquette to follow? She came back after about 10 minutes, after she and her mom got her wedding gown off and on again. Turns out, after drinking, greasy food, and nerves, she was experiencing severe GI distress and didn't want to chance it. Years later, we still laugh. At the time, it was one of the most awkward things to sit through. Edited. Yes, still happily married. She did tell the groom, but the rest of us had no idea until the reception. The bride is pretty blunt, and that's how we know what really happened.